Okay, let's talk about dark spots. You know the ones, those stubborn little marks that just seem to hang around forever, no matter what you throw at them. If you've ever felt that frustration, you are definitely in the right place. Because today, we are going to break down a much simpler and honestly a much more effective way to get that clear skin you've been aiming for. And this quote right here, it really hits the nail on the head. We all have this idea that the solution has to be some super complicated, maybe even harsh routine. But what if I told you the best approach is actually, well, gentler, more mindful? That's the big promise we're going to unpack right now. So first things first, let's just get this out of the way. The idea that you can just zap a dark spot and it'll magically vanish by morning, yeah, that's a total myth. I wish it were true, but real lasting results, they come from understanding that your skin's healing process is more of a journey, not an all-out sprint to the finish line. So where does that journey even begin? Well, it all starts with one single, incredibly important rule. Seriously, this is the foundation for everything else we're about to cover. The fancy pants scientific name for these dark spots is Post-Inflammatory Hyperpigmentation, or just PIH for short. It sounds complicated, I know, but all it really means is that your skin is reacting to some kind of trauma. You know, like the little souvenir a pimple leaves behind or an itchy bug bite. But what is actually happening under the surface of your skin to create that spot in the first place? Because if you can understand that process, well, that's the key to stopping it before it even starts. And check this out. It's actually a pretty simple chain reaction. It all kicks off with that physical trauma, picking, squeezing, scratching. That immediately triggers inflammation in your skin. Your skin then goes into defense mode and signals your body to make extra melanin. That's the pigment that gives skin its color. And the end result? A stubborn dark spot right where all the drama happened. So here's the bottom line. The absolute best way to deal with these spots is to prevent that first step. Keep your hands off. Just let your skin do its thing and heal. It is the simplest and yet by far the most powerful thing you can do. All right, so you've taken the pledge. Hands off? Awesome. That is step one, the foundation. So what's next? Now we're going to talk about gently clearing the way for that new, brighter skin to come through. You see, your skin is already designed to shed dead cells over time, and those pigmented cells that make up a dark spot, they'll eventually go with them. Our goal with exfoliation is to just nudge that process along a little faster. But, and this is so important, you have to do it safely. The last thing you want is to cause more inflammation. And this just shows the difference perfectly. On one side, you've got those really harsh, gritty physical scrubs. They can actually create tiny little tears in the skin, which leads to more irritation and, you guessed it, potentially even more dark spots. But on the other side, you have gentle chemical exfoliants. They work so much smarter by dissolving the glue that holds dead skin cells together, which encourages turnover without all that damaging friction. So what should you be looking for on the label? Your new best friends are going to be two groups of acids, alpha hydroxy acids, or AHAs, and beta-hydroxy acids, BHAs. Think of AHAs as great for the skin's surface and texture, while BHAs are amazing at getting a little deeper into the pores. Both are fantastic at lifting away those pigmented cells to let the brighter skin underneath shine through. Okay, so we've got hands-off and gentle exfoliation down. Now let's get into building a strong, healthy foundation for your skin. This is all about playing the long game to prevent future issues. Because, a truly great skincare routine is proactive. It's not just reactive. It's about creating this healthy, calm environment for your skin, so it's better equipped to defend itself against the very things that cause those dark spots in the first place. And a huge piece of that puzzle is adding antioxidants into your routine. Ingredients like vitamin C, niacinamide, and green tea extract are absolute powerhouses. Vitamin C, for example, is famous for its brightening abilities, but all three of them work to neutralize those nasty free radicals that can trigger new spots to form. And listen, you can't have a strong defense system without a healthy, happy skin barrier. That's where your moisturizers come into play. Look for ingredients like glycerin and especially hyaluronic acid. It basically acts like a magnet for moisture. Keeping your skin hydrated and resilient just helps every other product you use work that much better. But of all the things we've talked about, the single most critical, absolutely non-negotiable part of your routine has got to be this: sunscreen. Every single day. The sun's UV rays will darken the spots you already have and help new ones form. It'll undo all of your hard work in a heartbeat. And here's a little pro tip for you.
A lot of modern sunscreens can do way more than just protect. You can actually find formulas that pull double duty. Imagine getting your sun protection from zinc oxide, your spot fading from niacinamide, and your hydration from hyaluronic acid all in one single set. Now that is working smarter, not harder.
So we've covered the big rules: hands off, exfoliate gently, and build a strong foundation. But there's one last piece that ties this whole thing together. And honestly, this is the real secret to success. We're all so conditioned to search for that one magic bullet product, right? That one serum or cream that's going to fix everything. But what I'm about to tell you is that the real secret, it isn't a product at all. It's consistency. That's it. Just showing up for your skin every single day with these simple, gentle steps, that's what creates real, lasting change. It's that daily commitment that makes all the difference in the world. Which brings us right back to where we started, doesn't it? This quote really does sum up the entire philosophy. You have to give your skin time. By following these steps consistently, you're not fighting your skin, you're becoming a partner in its own natural healing process. So I want to leave you with one final thought. After everything we've talked about, what is the one consistent step you can commit to starting today? Maybe it's just putting on sunscreen every morning without fail, or maybe it's making a promise to keep your hands off. Whatever it is, that one small, consistent action, that's your real first step on the easier path to clearer skin.